Yeah, some of the things that need to stop saying in the law of attraction coming up, like people throwing this out of like in the uh well, I want to call the internet the ether because like it's into the void, but obviously people can see that. um, and I was thinking, great people never stop working. Like, see, the thing is, people are, I don't know how to say it, man. Like, I was thinking, like law of attraction, people want all these great things and they don't want to put forth the work in it. What? And they want all these admiration or these things that so called so quote unquote called they want this shit, but they're not willing to do that the work or they're not willing to go for it. Oh man, this is just I don't get that because I was listening to uh what was it, Valuetainment, Patrick Bet David. uh Highly recommend his YouTube channel for entrepreneurs. And he was talking about Tiger Woods, Michael Jackson. I mean, not Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan. All these people who have on like his wall or something. And you know, I was thinking about all the great actor, right? All the great actor, all the great people we ever known. They never stop working. They never fucking uh like sit on whatever and they let it come to them. If you let it come, that mean if you let everything let what was it what was it, let the universe come to you, whatever. That mean you stop working on your skills, you stop being the best, you stop doing something you're passionate about. I don't that mindset need to flip. Like somehow we need to flip that thinking and that language we use. Okay, let's talk about something that I want to talk about. In this world, right? In the law of attraction community, quote unquote, they want to separate themselves from the average person. But what end up happening is they end up being average too. So their thoughts are average. Their thinking aren't of great uh, 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 artists. Their thinking is shallow. Their thinking is just uh, they just don't they because if they think this way, what they will end up is a life that they do not want. Right? They say they want this and they want greater outcome, but they're not willing to put forth the effort. Right? They want the admiration from their peers or business partner or entrepreneur. They say they want this, but they're they have an average thinking. Their thoughts are average. They're not thinking big. They're not thinking bold. They're not thinking thoughts that compels them to do the things that they really want them. Because they will have a average business. There will be an average entrepreneur, right? And oftentimes that's because they're thinking like that. And think about this. So I was thinking about a lot of things that average people say, right? uh, Especially Asian people, um, well, Vietnamese people, but uh, in this world, people work for money. Nothing wrong with that. They need to live and survive, right? And they often say, money, right? So what end up happening is when people work for money, they're working for someone else's vision, right? Nothing wrong with that, but they're also working so they can pay the bills. Nothing wrong with that. But also, they go in without any purpose, any thought, any hope, any dream for their own. Think about this. You either gonna work for the rest of your life for someone else, right? That's fine. But you lose that sense of drive, that sense of enthusiasm for a greater life that you could have been building while on doing the the um, the work that you're doing for someone else. What end up happening is you don't flip the equation is this. You have an equation in your head, and most law of attraction people do, that they don't equip they don't understand that they want all this stuff without any effort in it, right? And what end up happening is they say, I don't want failure, I don't want greatness, I don't want this to happen, I don't want this great thing to happen. So what end up happening is they end up living a average life. So we need to flip that equation, meaning that most average people, They work for a company for a few years for safety, security, whatever. Fine. But if they're not working toward, because you have to flip it. It's you working, so you're working to pay the bills or whatever you want, but also you need to work on your vision, right? The vision people either don't have or need to build one and go out and build that vision for themselves. Because I will tell you that if you don't have a vision, what they say, if you don't have, if what was it? When people don't have vision, people will perish. Somewhere in the Bible, they always quote that, right? And people do perish if they don't have a vision. They don't have a meaningful purpose working towards something that they truly want to be. So they end up not living a happy, fulfilled life. So they don't often switch that equation, right? Because they don't think that their vision will happen, and they think that it's often impossible. That's because when you're working on your vision, it's a different equation than working for someone else. Oftentimes, when you so there will be people who, if you have a vision and you let's say there's two people, right? There's two people who uh, don't have a vision. One person don't have a vision, the other and working for someone else, and the other one who have a vision, but it's also working for someone else, right? Or they're not working for someone else. But I guarantee you, the one who have a vision and are willing to put forth the effort, there will be a gap between the one who don't have a vision, because vision compels you to move ahead. It helps you to move the needle in your life. It compels you. So the one, because they don't the average people, they don't have uh, wasn't taught that if they have a vision, something that compels them, they will live a meaningful life and they will live a happy life. Depends on what they want. So I was reading Jack Canfield, The Success Principle. Fill your success with passion and enthusiasm. And I'll read it in this because I wrote it down. Uh, Passion is something within you that provides the continued enthusiasm, focus, energy you need to success. Um, but unlike feeling good motivation driven from external source, true passion has more spiritual nature. It can be channeled in amazing feats of success. When you express your passion and enthusiasm, you will become a magnetic to others who become attracted to your high level of energy. They will want to play with you, work with you, and support your dreams and goal. Oftentimes, people say, you know, law of attraction. When what was it? When you, I don't know in the law of attraction community, but I don't know if they have like a mindset of because basically you have to let go of the average thinking when you're in this mode, because the average thinking will get you average results, right? But if you have this compelling vision, you will get extraordinary results just by your vision alone, and you will attract extraordinary people into your life. It's like because you're alive, you're on fire, you have passion, soul, and you attract these people in your life. Think about this, right? If you have no vision, you won't attract great people because you're not on fire. You're not like you don't have anything to move you forward. But if you have something that you stand for, something that you're building, like people can feel that within you, and what end up happening is you begin to live a very different life. Begin to when you work towards your goal, and you begin to attract friends, people to help build that, and they share your message. And that's what end up happening, that people end up diluting their vision. They end up not working towards something meaningful toward their dream. So when you when law of attraction people want attract great people or great whatever friends, they have to understand that they have to be not thinking average thoughts. Think about this. What the hell? Think about this, right? Billionaires, they, uh, their friends are billionaires, right? Millionaires. They attract great people. That's because their level of thinking. You know how people say, like attracts like. Well, there you go. That's what like attracts like is, because that's the level of skills and influential power they have. But while average thinking will always gravitate toward average things and other things that won't help you build success. Because if you want this type of success and you want to be bold, you have to change your equation, your thinking. Because I guarantee you, if you want that greatness, I'm guarantee you, you know what, you know Will Smith, right? You probably everybody know Will Smith, right? You know, I admire him more than anything in the world, right? Because he, no matter what, he like everybody know him, but he still work. That's amazed me. That's very, and you know that's why people are inspired by him, right? And he always talk about inspirational stuff, motivational, and that's what attract people into his life because he keep working. He create great work, and for for those law of attraction people who are entrepreneurs and they're talking about you let the universe come to them, they won't be admired. They won't have great influential friends if they talk about this. But if they keep putting the work and they build their skills, they will attract great people into life. They attract influential people in their life if they have this burning passion and they're building towards something. And when they're built, when law of attraction entrepreneurs, spiritual entrepreneurs, they say they want this, but they're in their average thinking, and I hate that bunch of BS. Never mind. Because when you're surrounded by videos, books, or like just the thinking will make you want to become not average thinking. So we have to change the way that we use the word, because once you stop working, think about this. People talk about why people want to work less, right? Work less and whatever. The day that you work less, the day that you lose the skills, you lose the momentum, you lose the respect of your peers, you lose a lot of things that you never thought, and you become a dinosaur. And you end up, people who are hungry, people who are wanting the things that you want, they're willing to work towards it. What end up happening is they will get the respect, they will get the admiration that you wanted. Those are the things that most law of attraction people want. Because think about this. What law of attraction people teach anyway? The house, the fucking car, the fucking nothing wrong with that. I don't really care. Just the things that people gravitate toward. Because I remember lots of videos on law of attraction videos on YouTube. Lots when I was getting into this law of attraction thing. Lots, right? Well, for me, I don't. For me, I it's okay when Ty Lopez do it, okay? Ty Lopez has my respect, okay? When he do it, it's okay. When other people do it, fuck that shit. Because they talk about fucking law of attraction, attracting shit like this into their life. I rather respect the guy who know what he's talking about, because he done it. And but the thing is, people put this shit out into the YouTube world, and they said, yeah, you want all this great thing, just sit on a mountain, and not on a mountain, but just sit on it. And they don't want to work towards it. What the Okay, let's talk about Oprah Winfrey for a second. I bet you she worked more than all the law of attraction gurus or law of attraction people or spiritual people ever have, because she is spiritual. She is into law of attraction. She is into all these things. And yet, every time she do interviews and more, she do tons of things. And she got admiration from people all over the world. She got the respect, the admiration from spiritual people, law of attraction people, entrepreneurs, uh, billionaires, millionaires, average people. Maybe some average people don't like her, but I guarantee you, the law of attraction or spiritual people love her. I mean, I love her, because fuck, man, she's spilling some fucking truth right there, and the thing she said is incredible. She wanted, like, when she do the talk in the the videos on YouTube, yo, it make you want to do great things. It make you want to, like, fucking not think average thinking, and it make you want to be bold, right? Don't you want to, like, that's fucking cool, right? Well, I don't know. I don't know what people have, because if they want all these cool things, why do it in the first place, right? Why reach for the stars and not? Okay, let's talk about something. Les Brown, he's man, that dude when he was young, he was fire, man. He had a lot of passion, and guess what happened? He attracted great people into his life as he worked. Think about it. If he never worked, he never had the admiration, the attention that he has, the respect that he has from uh, like incredible people, right? Think about it. Bob Proctor, and he becomes friends with all these people. That's because he keeps showing up. But the problem is, law of attraction people don't keep showing up. They don't do this. They quit. So they don't become great like Michael Jordan. They don't become great like Tiger Woods or Jackie Chan or anybody like that. Because they say they don't want that. They say they want this, but they don't map out that to their goddamn ambition, man. What? Just, it's okay to work for someone else. But if you don't have a vision, you will always not live a life of meaningful purpose that make you happy. And it won't make you die early either. It won't. It will make you even more passionate. Burn the soul on fire. That's my thoughts today.